concepts of place value can be presented very, very simply. One big idea is what base 10 means. And base 10 simply means there are 10 symbols. So the number of the base defines how many symbols there are in which to record quantity. I could give a parallel practice of base 7, meaning that there are seven symbols, but we practically aren't going to work in another base. We just need to know what base 10 is. So a big idea to develop is the idea that base 10 means 10 symbols. One of the practices is the cutting out of the digit cards, because when a child actually cuts out the digit cards, they recognize there are no other symbols. We constructed a tool that looks like this, but prior to the construction, we actually had to cut out those digit cards. And that's when we can define with a child that base 10 means there's only 10 symbols. The need to go beyond 9, because in base 10, 9 is the largest symbol, allows us to generate the idea of we've got to make a group of the next quantity in order to show we're using the same symbols, but they stand for different things. The second big idea to developing place value understanding is the recognition of making that group of, and that every time we add a place, it's 10 times the power of the previous place. So we ran out of symbols at 9. To talk about one more than 9, we have to recycle and reuse those symbols. But now all of a sudden, that 1 in the tens place no longer means the 1 that we did with finger dancing. It means one group of the quantity we ran out of. So place value, as complex as it seems, can be presented really simply through those big ideas of understanding. So we talked about what does base 10 mean. We talked about how important it is to talk about the grouping and how every time we run out of a symbol in a place, it creates a new place to the number. So when we made the place value pockets, it was to continue the practice of ones, tens, hundreds, and that repeatedly is a practice of the same thing we do well in literacy, which is making words. This is making numbers.